Hello there, YouTube. Charlie Barley back at you with another video, guys. In this video, I'm going to be doing nothing but showing you the newest ground up strategy. It's one that you can come here and play along with the current strategy that we're using. Even though right now most users are playing on the regular strategy, which is what's producing this amongst the entire group. All right, so the entire group is doing good collectively. And that's being done on the standard app. The ground up app or ground up system, slightly different. It's built from kind of the bottom up. That's the reason it's called ground up, where we actually bet against the lowest algorithm. It has a very consistent win rate, and I really encourage everyone who is going to demo the site to try this out. Try this one. I would say try this one before you try the first one, and see how successful you are in terms of stacking units. You kind of want to limit yourself. 3-4 units in a shoe is always good. You can do more than that, but if you kind of do 3 units a shoe and then come back doing that, you're going to be amazed at how frequent this thing does win. You're going to be quite astounded at that. So definitely go check that out. But I'm going to jump right in here into the demo, and again, this is just a demo, guys. This is not me playing my account or doing. And here's the thing, like you want to have demo accounts, right? Because anything that you're doing consistently, you have to be consistent. So like your account, so you should have a what I call a practice account. All right, and then you're going to have your play account. Your play account is what you use every day, and you don't deviate from things. Your practice account is where you test things. Okay, so these demos and the demos that, you know, if you're new here, when you test the demos, do just that. Test it. Take the time. That it's going to be completely unlocked, and you can come in and you can test it. But I'm going to jump right in here into the actual game that I've done, and then unfortunately I had to come here like this to introduce it, because for whatever reason when I recorded it, the audio messed up like the first part of it. So I'm going to cut right to the part where I actually start putting in outcomes, and follow along, and you'll just see me basically win a few units. And then I'll come back at the end. Or if you're in business and you're wanting to get better at business, you've got to get great at detecting patterns. What patterns? Consumer patterns, employee patterns, managerial patterns, things that are leading to failure or success. Those are the things you got to detect. All right, so let's go ahead and submit this game. So in submitting this game, we got 1, 2, 3 algorithms that are at 100%. We got one that's at 0%, but this is just game 1. All right, so let's reset this because they're going to require us to do a cancellation bet anyway. And we only got 1, 2, 3. We got 4 hands remaining. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 algorithms that are at 100%. So, but it's early. In the next game, this may change. But right now, anytime you typically see 3 algos at 100 at game 1, by the 3rd game, this typically will be the algorithm that we're going to be going to. All right, but again, what we're going to be looking for is not necessarily winning. We want to look and see how consecutive it loses. How frequent does it lose on occasion? Now, this is not going to be when I show you this, this is not necessarily saying this is the way it's going to behave every single time. Okay, so don't think that. So I know, and that's the whole thing about when you demo something. A demo is a demo, okay? So it doesn't mean, okay, I was there for 2 hours, so I'm expecting to see what I saw of those 2 hours every time I played for 2 hours. I mean, that sounds kind of crazy, but people think that way. And I have to be explicit when I say that's not how it works. That's not what demos work. However, what I'm going to show you in this video is something that I've been doing. Okay, something that I've been studying. And when I say I don't sleep, guys, like, I do not sleep. Papa don't preach. I was going to say Papa don't sleep. Papa don't sleep much either. All right. So what we're going to do here, we're going to play, we're going to wait for this outcome. And you can see here, this is at 0%. So we definitely going to be at algo 3. Now, this is going to tell us what to play. So you don't have to worry about, all right, what am I going to play when I get to algo 3? It's going to tell you. And once we start in a shoe, like this is a new shoe, we could just play it out. And what I'm looking for is just consistency. I want to see the consistency. I'm going to adjust the bankroll. This is not a bankroll that I've set in stone or anything like that, but this is just what I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose a 2, 4, 6. All right, so we're going to do 2 units on banker. And again, I did a freaking, got sniped earlier and ended up losing 20 bucks on my bankroll and over bet on $10. It happens, and so be careful of that. That's the only way I think this thing could even beat me. All right, so we won those 2 units there. All right, so we're 1 unit up. So right now, H11, enter to complete the game. Now, people say, well, you had bugs and stuff like that. The reason, it's much cleaner now. Like if you're doing this right now, everyone, I will say, if you're on YouTube and you're on it right now, put a 1 in comments. I already know it's cleaner. I already know the bugs are gone. That's the reason why you work hard. Looks like players, a strong player coming. All right. All right, we're gonna continue to go. And I'm gonna go through the entire shoe. I'm not gonna just stop at 3 units. And I suggest stopping at 3 units. That's the lock mode version. But I'm gonna continue to go. So this algo is at 33%. All right. I'm looking for consistency. That's what we're looking for. So when you're doing even the demo, now with that said, if you hit like a -9 in your demo, just halt it. You know, you don't want to lose everything just looking at consistency. There's a thing called variance. I want to do a video too talking about variance. I don't think people truly know what variance is. It's really simple. Think of it this way. Imagine a pie, and on this pie, there's a percentage of, let's say 75% of that pie is yours. It's just that percentage is yours. But then there's this 25%, okay? And at any given moment, this 25% can be sprinkled throughout that 75. That's strong. That's strong. Oh, wow. Look at that. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that? All right, so let's go 4 here. You have a 8 and lose to a 9. Don't that suck? Like, if you're gonna lose, I'd rather lose to a 1, to a 5, 2 to a 7, 8 to a 9. But that's real trivial, guys. And I often tell people, don't get caught up into the semantics of the game. Like, who cares? I mean, if it just makes you feel good, cool. to play like that, great. But don't get caught up into that. Oh man, I lost. What in the world? I mean, okay, so what? All right, so where are we? So we're still here. This is still the lowest performing algo. And we are still playing. So we're 2 units up. We're 17 hands in the shoe. All right, so this is banker. What is going on with my screen? Banker. All right, so 2 units on player. So again, we're just looking for the consistency. the consistency. And by the way, guys, for those who are even thinking, or if you're looking at this and saying, well, if this is the lowest performing algorithm, how did it win too? The lowest performing algorithm doesn't mean it lose. It means it has to lose everything. So we'll win. That was a strong. That's strong. There we go. Doesn't mean you lose everything. It just means it's the lowest performing. All right. That's what that means. So you see kind of how like I'm on this win streak. This is kind of what I'm talking about. All right. When you're going through, this is actually 3 units. When you're going through your process, you want to see what is it capable of? Like, what are the thresholds? Okay. Go through it like that. Do it at $1. You have 24 hours to see it. Come test it. Test both methods. Okay. Test both methods. The standard way and this way. All right. But when you're testing it, understand that that moment in testing will not tell you the complete story. So like when we did a million shoe testing on ChatGPT, we couldn't just say, hey, do 5 shoes. And 5 shoes can tell me what's going to be the story in a million shoes. It sounds senseless, but you'd be amazed at how people think. All right, so this game right here, this is a no bet game. Why? Because we got 2 algorithms that are at 60%. Now, here is the genius of that. The reason why we don't want to play that way, you know why? It's because you could see that you're having an equal distribution of winning. What we're here to do is attack the lowest performing algorithm. And typically when we have the lowest performing algorithm, that means that one of these other ones are streaking. That's what that means. All right. Let's play one more game and see if we get one more game. If not, if we lose, then we'll go and we'll increase. Just play one more game out. But right now we're almost back to the 150. Well, almost back to 140. But I could have played this up higher. But just to give you an example of how it works, okay? And that's a hard 9. Wow, look at that tie. All right, let's go ahead and do a cancellation bet right here. All right, so this is going to be, and this is just a cancellation bet to stay in the game, especially when you're starting to make money. I think I told you our users, we only have 6 solid users. I thought we had 5, but I think it's 6. All right, so banker comes out, we pay a little 5-cent fee for that. All right, so we submit this game. We're waiting for this game. Looks like we're going to be on algo 4. All right, based on the outcome of that last game, it pushed the rhythm to 4 now. Algo 3 is actually ahead. You see the shift, right? So that's the reason why we play on the lowest performing algo. This is the reason why I'm telling you, this version of what I've done, the standard version's great because we will always be playing on something that has momentum. And you can't beat that. But this part that I'm talking about is, now this is at 50%. And that's one thing I have to look at is I'll do a study to see if algos are at 50%, would that be a basis to skip? I don't know the math behind that. My assumption is no. My assumption is no. But we shall see. That's at a 5. We're at a 1. We'll take a 5-1. Let's get it. I love it. I love it. Like I said, my assumption was no. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm not going to continue to belabor. We're at 4 units here. that's a pretty good amount for a shoe, and we're gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna end the shoe, and that's the exact same thing you can do using the ground up trading strategy, guys. All right, mathematics. You know, I got a guy who's asking me about the math behind this, and listen, man, there is this thing, this is business model page you can go to. It talks about it. I also have a down at the footer, an AI case study that kind of talks about it. If you want more, I think this risk management study talks a little bit about information and this stock. Oh, guys, this is a good one. Stock market versus Baccarat. This is really good. This is a really good readout, because what I just did, you can't do that on Wall Street. Not with confidence. You can't. So we're using the same ideology that we would use in Wall Street, except we're using it in a closed market. Like, anybody who has mathematical sense would know you would want to perform mathematics in terms of profit production in a closed market. Unless you just don't know what that means, right? But anyway, guys, shadowmaxtrading.com. Thank y'all so much for listening. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let's make some money. We're already up. Like, the group is up. Everyone who's doing, collectively at least, are up. All right, and I look forward to making more and more positive changes so that we can all make more and more money. Start the free demo if you haven't already, and if you have, if you want another 24 hours, if you say, hey man, I think I want another 24 hours, send me an email, let me know. All right, I have no problem with it. Permutationspro@gmail.com, or you can go to shadowmax99, go to contact us and send me an email there, and I'll get the email there, and you can let me know anything there as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. More great content coming your way. Until the next time, take care. All right, so that's the end of that. I have a lot more I'm going to be showing over the next week or two, so definitely stay tuned to more videos. I'm going to be breaking down more training type things. I think a lot of the bugs are kind of out now, so I could focus on more things that you could do to take further advantage of this whole thing. I mean, it's amazing, but it's still a lot that could be uncovered that I haven't even talked about. So I'll be doing a lot more videos on that. Definitely stay tuned for more videos about this ground up. I'm going to be doing a few more simulated type demonstrations showing you how it works. So stay tuned to those videos, and then try the demo. All right, you got 24 hours. Do as many sets as you want in the demo, just to get an idea of the user friendliness, the consistency, things of that sort. All right, guys. Well, listen, thank y'all so much for watching. Try the demo, join the team. It's well worth it. You can see here right now, in 7 days, we're up 218%. So that's really, really good. And we don't have a lot of users, but the 7 that we do have collectively, totally, as a unit, we're up 218%. So that says a lot. All right, guys. Well, listen, be a part of the team. Shadowmaxtrading.com. If you have any questions, go there and send me a comment. Go and contact us. Send me any questions you want. Or you can go to permutationspro.com and email directly. Until the next time, guys, take care.